Welcome to Studio D in the Gaylord College of Journalism and Mass Communication on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. And now here's your host, Jessica Cootie.
And we welcome you inside Studio D for another edition of Sooner Sports Pad. I'm Jessica Cootie alongside Matthew Fresquez and Lauren Nevitt.
Guys, I don't know if you can tell in this rambunctious crowd, we have the number 5 tennis team in the nation. Highest they've ever been ranked, men's tennis.
Also in our studio audience, coming off of a big game against Iowa State, we have Sam Grooms and the Delta Upsilon fraternity. So thanks for being here.
And what a treat we have coming up for you tonight. He has one of the biggest personalities, not just on the men's basketball team, but here on the entire University of Oklahoma campus. Buddy Hield is here in Studio D.
And also, we're going to be taking a look. We're going to be taking a look at Morgan Hook and a little behind-the-scenes action in women's basketball. We're also going to be breaking down a little bit of football, secondary action talking.
A little bit. And later on in Face-Off, I'll be taking on Matthew. We'll be talking about the best supporting athlete, best team, and best sports movie.
All right, guys, we'll catch up with you in just a bit. When Iowa State came to Norman, it was a big game for the Sooners. Not only was it a chance to take over sole possession of that 4th spot in the Big 12 with just 2 games remaining in Big 12 play before tournament time, it was also senior day. 5 seniors honored before tip-off with the Cyclones, and it was the seniors who came up big in this win. Sam Grooms has been coming up big right now for the Sooners. Here knocking down the jumper, he finished with 19 points and dished out 6 assists. Had just 1 turnover. Check this one out, senior to senior right here. Stephen Pledger with a nice pass to Romero Osby, who throws it down. Pledger, no surprise here, knocking down the 3. He hit 4 of them. More on him in just a second. Andrew Fitzgerald getting in on the action. Nice move down low for the bucket. And Romero Osby again leading the Sooners with 22 points. Pledger with another 3-pointer right here, passing Hollis Price on OU's career 3-pointers list. He's now in second with 242 threes, just 17 behind Terry Evans' record. OU wins it 86-69, moving into sole possession of that 4th spot. And we have some football news to pass along to you with spring practice opening up this Saturday. Bob Stoops has filled the final vacant positions on his coaching staff. Jerry Montgomery takes over the defensive line, and Jay Boulware will coach tight ends and special teams. They were both arrived in campus or in Norman this past week. I got a chance to catch up with both of them and ask them what they're most looking forward to coaching this Sooner football
Pretty excited.
team.
It's really kind of surreal right now for me. You know, when I was growing up as a little kid, all of my family were big OU fans, and to actually see myself here in the Crimson and you know, being in this facility, it's a dream come true.
I probably maybe the only coach on the staff that listens to what they listen to a little Drake and Lil Wayne and things like that. But you know, at the same time, it's about building a relationship with your players and getting those guys to play for you. When they know that you care about them, they'll do just about anything for you. So at the end of the day, building a relationship, relating to them is going to be a big part of what I bring to the table.
We're excited to have both of those guys here on campus. Time to bring back Lauren and Matthew.
Well, thank you. I just love this time of year because there's so many sports in action, and the Diamond, they saw a lot of that action this weekend.
Lots.
The #1 softball team in all the land hosted the spring preview tourney this weekend. And after winning the first 2 games, the Sooners suffered their first loss on Saturday, losing to the Cornhuskers 1-0. But Sunday, OU would bounce back against Houston. Michelle Gascoigne picked up her 8th win on the season with help from Cassie Georgia, who went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Right now, guys, the softball team is 18-1 on the season, and you look at some of their wins. Run ruling number 16 Oregon. They also run ruled number 17 Kentucky, beating number 13 Georgia. Look at all those shutouts on there. This softball team is very, very good. Now on to women's basketball. It was senior night Saturday. And, you know, Whitney Hand, Joanna McFarland, Jasmine Hartman were all saying goodbye. Coming into this game, Hartman had not started all season and averaged only 1.9 points per game. But Hartman, she can straight ball. Putting up 18 points and 5 assists as the Sooners win 85-77. Oklahoma is actually playing right now. So, but if you're watching this, that's yesterday or Monday or some kind of space-time continuum thing. Yeah, so they're either 21-9 or 20-10 when you're watching this. Just keep an eye out for it. And on to tennis, men's tennis. The team's right here. Number 5 men's tennis. They traveled to #1 Virginia, and you know what? Despite OU's unranked Dame Webb defeating last year's #2 player Mitchell Frank, OU did fall to Virginia 6-1. But they're looking to bounce back. They're going to Louisville this Friday. That's in Kentucky. Look out for it. They're a good team.
Good team.
Good team.
Well, the #10 OU baseball team was put to the test this weekend to see if they could bounce back after their first loss of this season to Pepperdine on Saturday. OU got off to a slow start at first, but eventually pounded out 10 hits with a season-high 3 home runs from seniors Garrett Carey, Max White, and Jack Mayfield. And don't forget about powerhouse Matt Oversee. He's been OU's lead hitter. For the weekend series, he had 5 hits, including a double, a triple, and a home run. Sooners claimed the series over Pepperdine after an 8-1 win on Sunday. Sooners are now at 11-1. And on to the #2 women's gymnastics team. They're now 16-10 with their win over Texas Women's University last Friday. Senior Bree Olson led the team, winning the vault and bars titles while tying with teammate Laura Albright for the floor title. She's just too good. Olson also got the top score of the night with a 9.9 on bars. And now for some football news. 6 OU players went to the NFL Combine. Lane Johnson, Landry Jones, Tony Jefferson, Stacey McGee, and Tom Wirt. Stills had an impressive 40-time running of 4.38, but some of his routes looked a little lazy. Landry ran a bit slower than Kenny,
Just
but
like
looked great
slower.
throwing the
It's
ball.
no big deal.
And Lane Johnson showed off his athleticism and speed. He's expected to be a big name in the draft. So this weekend, the Sooners proved that they could bounce back after
They're
some
always
losses.
bouncing
Great
back.
job, guys. Great
Always
time to be a
bouncing back.
Sooner fan right now. Well, we have said it multiple times. The tennis team is here. We've got an interview coming up right after this break. And Sooner Sports Pad Face-Off. You'll want to stick around. We'll be right back right after this.
Sooner Sports Weekly is your in-depth look at the best in Oklahoma athletics. It's the only place to find Sooner volleyball, wrestling, gymnastics, and more. Don't miss Sooner Sports Weekly. Only on Sooner Sports TV.
And welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. We have some very special audience members here tonight. Your 5th-ranked men's tennis team is here in Studio D. Highest ranking ever in school history, here with Dane Webb, who's coming off a huge win in Virginia this weekend. Tell us a little bit about that win.
Yeah, I played pretty well, and last year he was ranked like 1 or 2 in the country, so it was a bummer we lost our match, but I felt good getting my win.
The highest ranking in school history. What's it like being a part of that history?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun time to be on the team. Every time like we do something, it seems that it's the first time or it's been a really long time, so it's always fun.
Well, tell Sooner fans what else they need to know about this team.
I mean, we're always improving and doing new things, so I think everyone should come out and see what's going on.
All right. Well, speaking of that, we've got a graphic coming up right here to show you. Here you can see it. Florida State coming into town March 12th, 5:30. Go check them out. They're really good. Okay, it's time for Sooner Sports Pad Face-Off in honor of award season. We've got some awards topics coming for you tonight. First one, Best Supporting Athlete. Lauren, you're up first.
Well, I'm going to go with the baseball player. I'm going to go with senior infielder Garrett Carey. Carey is a vital team member, but very underrated. He's the one that started off that huge hitting spree against Pepperdine on Sunday with his first home run. He's started for the Sooners at third base for the past 2 years, and I know he's going to be very difficult to replace next season when he graduates.
All right, well, I'm going to go a member of the #1 Sooner softball team, pitcher Michelle Gascoigne. Gascoigne is a #1 pitcher on any team in the nation, and right now she has a 0.99 ERA, 96 strikeouts in 54 2/3 innings, and she's 8-1. Her only loss, she gave up 1 run in 7 innings.
It's
All right,
impressive.
next topic. Best team here at the University of Oklahoma. Lots to choose from in this one. Lauren, you're up first. They like it.
Lots of
They
talented
like
teams,
it.
but I'm definitely going to have to go with women's gymnastics. They're ranked #2 in the nation. They're really good. They're really talented. And not to mention, they're undefeated. That's a pretty big deal. Bree Olson is one of only 2 gymnasts in the country to be ranked in the top 25 in every category. That's beam, floors, vault, floor, vault, everything. They're good.
Well, I'm
Lots
going to
of
have
talent.
to go with the #1 softball team again. They had the best hitter and pitcher in the nation. Lauren Chamberlain, the best hitter.
Softball
Kalani
fan.
Ricketts, the best pitcher. They're absolutely stacked, and they've outscored their opponents 124-15. It's mind-blowing.
You've got tennis and men's basketball. Neither one of you picked those teams here tonight. All right.
Sorry, guys.
Final
We love
topic.
you so
Best
much.
sports movie.
All right, I'm going to have to go with Miracle. Have you guys ever heard the term America? Olympics is big, and this is a true underdog story of America. This 1980 hockey team was going up against an unstoppable Russia team. This team really united the nation, and
All right,
people were
DJ
watching.
Timbo Slice, hit
Excuse
it!
me. What? This is not fair.
Rocky
You're
is the
cutting off my
greatest
argument.
underdog
I
story
can't
of
get
all
into
time.
my
You're talking
argument.
about a bum who finds a trainer, and then he can fight for the heavyweight championship. All millions of people around the world think that Rocky is one of the
Nice
greatest
music. Nice
boxers
music.
of all time because
Good
of
touch.
this. It won an Oscar for Best
Okay.
Picture.
All right.
Boom.
All right.
not fair.
You're good. I got to go with Fresquez tonight. Busting out the music. Sorry. The audience loved it. Got to go with Fresquez. You're the winner tonight. Tweet
That's all
of the
right.
week time coming from
Tweet
Senior
of the
Associate
week.
Athletics Director Kenny Mossman, our good friends. Do we have it? Do we have it? Okay, 1 second. We're going to pull it up right here. Okay, we don't have
Why
it.
not?
Sorry. Coming up right after this break, we've got a feature on women's point guard Morgan Hook, and Buddy Hield is here in Studio D. We'll be right back right after this.
Special thanks to our television cornerstone partners, Chesapeake Energy, WindStar World Resorts, OU Outreach, OU Presidents Associates, and the OU Alumni Association.
Welcome back to Sooner Sports Pad. Well, the women's basketball team is currently sitting fourth in the Big 12 standings, and a couple of months ago, some might have wondered if that was even possible. The Sooners suffered several season and career-ending injuries, including senior team captain Whitney Hand. But as Michael Runyon reports, the Sooners persevered thanks in part to a junior guard from Arkansas who's used to the pressure.
Junior point guard Morgan Hook stepped up this season, helping keep the Sooners in the hunt through all their injuries. Taking charge is nothing new to Hook. Last year, Coach Cole gave Hook the keys to the offense when she named her starting point guard. Hook was only a sophomore.
Once they did all go out, it made me have to, I couldn't just ease my way into it. I had to do it right away, and that's what the team needed.
Hook has felt the pressure even earlier in her life, back in junior high. The Sooners committed to her before she even played 1 minute of varsity ball. Part of the reason was her coach, Preston Early, who never let her get complacent.
He just knew my potential, and he pushed me he didn't, go soft on me because I was the best player at the school.
Coach Sherry Cole says her point guard may be even-keeled on the court, but can make her laugh off of it. Cole tells a story of the team flying back from a game against Kansas State. Their takeoff was delayed by fog. Hook did her part to break up any tension.
I stood up to stretch, and Morgan yelled at me and said, "Hey, Coach, what do you think I look more like, an emu or a llama?" I said, "Excuse me?" And she said, "What do you think?" And I said, "I'm going with emu." And then she brought me her phone, and she had a picture of herself, her face, beside a llama, and I had to go with the llama totally.
Her best friend on the team, junior guard Aaron Ellenberg, says it's nice to have someone you know to share the journey.
Well, we came in together, and, we've just grown so much closer, and I've seen her grow as a person and as a player.
Players like Hook and Ellenberg will have a big role to play in keeping the Sooners focused and relaxed. They hope to bring home their first Big 12 title since 2009, when they went all the way to the Final Four. Michael Runyon, Sooner Sports Pad.
Thank you, Michael. And Rogers High School actually retired Morgan Hook's number 10 jersey.
I'm just waiting for Sports Pad to retire my number.
Yeah,
right here
that's
in the
never going to
rafters.
happen. All right, coming up this Saturday, the Sooner football team opens up spring practice, and the Sooners have several key positions they're looking to fill, especially in the defense, especially in the secondary. Matthew and Lauren back with us to break down a few of those positions. Matthew, you're up
Well,
first.
we have a number of four-star recruits. Atari Bird, safety, also LJ Moore coming in at corner. But the main man and probably the number one guy in this recruiting class is Stan Von Taylor out of Tulsa. He's #1 player in Oklahoma, the #8 overall athlete. He's an athlete because he plays both corner and wide receiver. He's going to play corner for the Sooners, and when you get a guy who's played wide receiver, he's going to be able to read those corners, or he's going to be able to read those receivers and know what they're trying to do before they're doing it.
Lauren, always great to have a all Big 12 cornerback coming back like Aaron Colvin.
Definitely. Colvin is a big senior this year. He's going to be the Sooners' shutdown cornerback. He really is a superstar of the defense. If he keeps doing what he's doing, he could possibly be one of the best defensive players in college football. Then you have Gabe Lynn. He has been a little bit of a disappointment, hasn't really lived up to his expectations. He's looking to fill the spot of DeMontre Hurst. Then another guy that hasn't gotten as much playing time is Julian Wilson. So looking for someone to step up. Maybe it's a freshman. I don't know.
And a lot of people saying Stan Von could be the next Colvin.
Well, definitely an area that Sooner fans will be keeping an eye on. Thank you, guys. Good job. All right, coming up right after this break, it's finally Buddy Hield time. Yeah. Buddy's going to join us for a live studio interview. Where is he? There he is. He's in the studio audience. We'll be right back right after this.
You found the home of Sooner Sports TV, your destination for Sooner sports.
To immediately come in and make an impact on a Sooner basketball team looking to make its first NCAA basketball tournament since 2009. His teammates refer to him as the Energizer Buddy, and he practiced today in live 5-on-5 half-court drills for the first time since undergoing foot surgery 5 weeks ago. Buddy Hield, 3 weeks ago, sorry.
Well,
Buddy Hield's here.
Buddy, first of all, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on Sooner Sports Pad.
You're welcome.
Now, you're a freshman. You come in, you get implemented in the starting lineup. You're averaging just under 10 points a game. Did you think that you'd have this big of an impact this soon?
No, sir, not really. I'm just trying to come in and just try to help my team and just spark them as much as I can and be an energy guy and make the little plays and like dive on loose balls and make plays for my teammates and score the ball as well.
A lot of freshmen making a big difference. What is it about your recruiting class that's allowed you guys to step into roles immediately?
Our recruiting got like a couple of chip on our shoulders. We would we wasn't recruited highly as a lot of players, and we just wanted to come out there and just play our butts off and make a name for ourselves and make a name for Oklahoma as well.
Now, as Jessica said, you've been sitting out with a fractured foot. How did your role change sitting on the bench, sitting on the sidelines?
Oh, my role never changed. Either I'm out or not. I'm going to stay be Buddy and just keep on encouraging my teammates and just being that good personality person on the sideline or either on the basketball court or not.
So you practiced today. How's the foot feeling, and when are you thinking about getting back on the court?
The foot is feeling fired up. But it was like a little sore adjusting back to the whole card plays and stuff like that, and just trying to get back in game shape. But I wasn't as tired as I thought it would be. But just getting back to the plays and learning the system back again.
Now, there's a number of veteran leaders on this team. Is there anyone that stood out and kind of took you under their wing, took you under their arm, and showed you the ropes here?
Now, all the seniors, Sam, Romero, Steve, Fitz, and Casey, all of them, even Amat, he's a junior. But all those, they just keep on talking to me, encourage me to stay positive, and cause it's a frustrating moment for me, but I just stay positive and just keep on looking to God for help, and just turns out to be good, and I just always be happy on the sideline. Nothing ever changed after that would.
All right, so you're from the Bahamas. You played high school basketball in Kansas. You were recruited by Kansas. What was it about Oklahoma that made you come here?
I just like the environment. I mean, the football game, I thought it was a good environment, and I didn't take a visit to Kansas, but I wanted to, but I feel like it was like I wasn't going to play there as much, so I just figured like Oklahoma would be closer to the people in Wichita, where they come see me play as well, so I just figured that would be a good spot for me and a good spot for them to come watch.
Thank you for coming here. And now, the men's basketball team, you guys are looking to make the NCAA tournament,
yes,
6, 7, 8, 9 seed. How much would that mean to you your first year here to be in the NCAA tournament?
Oh, it means a lot, and it's a blessing. A lot of people don't get that experience, and I'm pretty blessed to be a part of this team and be a part of the experience, and hopefully make a run in the NCAA tournament and make some noise up there.
Chris has a question for you, buddy.
Okay, what's it like being a part of like James Pachella's 3 band? And if you were in the band, what instrument would you play?
I'll play the guitar. Nobody can rock like me.
Okay, Okay, it's time for Fresh Quest for Victory. We've got a fun one for you tonight. In honor of Buddy being from the Bahamas, we're busting out the limbo stick. And the men's tennis team is going to help us out here. All right, guys, let's go.
I'm gonna
Fresh Quest, what are the rules?
It's limbo. If you don't know the rules of limbo, just get under the stick, man. All right, get under the stick like that, and we'll see. You're probably gonna win
Your
here.
hands cannot touch the ground.
Why not?
Belly up, right?
Start it out
Here
a
we
little
go.
bit higher. There
Here
you
we
go.
go.
Okay.
All right, so it's kind of high. It's
Yeah,
nice
yeah, clap,
and
yeah,
easy.
clap, yeah, clap.
It's nice and easy. There you go. All right, all right.
Get some music.
There you go.
Where's the
music? I know. Okay, okay,
Buddy's looking pretty
okay.
good on this. Fresh Quest second. Here's the music. All right.
I'm gonna slip on that card. Is what's gonna happen. Oh! Buddy's got a little shake going. Buddy's got a
Already
little
winning
shake.
because he's adding to it.
All right.
I'm gonna rip my
buddy.
suit and I'm gonna cry.
How low can you go?
I got a little, hey.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Loosening the tie. All right.
Yay.
Oh, lift it up, lift it up. I'm starting to lose it.
All right,
All right.
got.
All right, Fresh Quest. Let's see it.
Trying to line it up.
Not
The
yet. I don't
elevation
know how
is
this
good.
one.
Okay, there's no wind, so
know
that
how
won't
this one,
throw me
Matthew.
off.
Wasn't the hop?
You got it. Go.
Oh!
Come on.
All right, buddy.
All
You
right,
got
buddy.
it.
Let's see it. You gotta do it, buddy. Yeah, he got it. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna count it. He's taller than you by 5 inches.
Oh, no, suit!
Hustle up. 15 seconds.
I see it. It's it. You
All right,
Oh, my
buddy.
God.
He cheated.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Here we go. All right. We're gonna keep the camera on them, but I'm gonna close out. Oh, Buddy fell down. You missed it. Thanks to Buddy Hield.